Tony, I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on here. It definitely opens up in the crack when I'm putting pressure on, but it doesn't seem like the spar is broken. I think it's just the skin on the tail that's broken, because it does feel pretty firm, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the pressure on my thumb. It does move, but it doesn't feel like the spar has any crack in it. There's a little bit of a crack here in the bottom on the surface of the skin, but just up until where the tubes from the tail go into the joiner goes in. On the other side, there's a little bit of indentation, as you can see right here, but it's not a lot. And on the other side, there's a comparable small spot, but definitely also the tail joint here, the tail, is pretty firm. There's a little indentation in the front part of the leading edge, just right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, you can feel it when I pass my thumb over it. But I think this is just also just a defect in the skin. Okay, Tony, what I'm trying to do now is I have the damaged wing here, and I have the right wing here, which is undamaged. I have a light on top of the table so you can see more or less the indentation. Now this is the undamaged wing, and you can see that the skin, at least right here, is also pliable. Now on this skin here, which is where I feel there's a little bit of damage, or at least there's a cracking, even though there's no defect in the skin, they actually have a pretty similar feel to them on both wings. So I don't really feel that there's any damage here. Now if we go down here, there's a little bit of damage down here, but it's no structural problem. I had the flap down, so you can probably see here there's a little bit of damage, but again, it's stuff that should be able to get repaired. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light on there. That one there. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There you go. So we're not too bad actually. So it's not more than just a hit lateral because the wing was brought forward. If we go up here, the whole leading edge is actually pretty stable. As you can see, I'll try and pull a bit out. Now we're getting up to the damaged zone up here. Now it's fairly stable, it's very compatible. One skin from the other here actually, but it's starting to get soft just around the crack. But it doesn't feel like there's any delamination actually. I can try and compare it to here. Fairly stable. Up here, I think it's just because the thing was opened up here. Now I don't really feel that there's too much delamination on this area here. Even this is where we have the major damage, so my hope is just to be able to put something on the inside and make sure that I can get that pretty well. The top of the wing, if we go down here, I'll try and see if I can show it to you. Right here there's a small indentation in that the wing was brought forward pretty abrupt, and it was compressed, or it was hit here, and then it was kind of like forced backwards, I guess. And if we are lucky, whoops, you can see here that there's a little bit of damage right here, a little bit of compression here, but it doesn't feel like there's any delamination. I'll compare it to the other wing here. You can see that's normal, and there's not really any instability in it. On top here, neither. If we go up on the top part here, the skin is fairly stable all the way up to the area where we get the cracks, but the rest of it is pretty stable. If I go down here, no major damage there, and I'll try and show you how stable the wing actually is when I compress it. Alright, I'm running a bit out of battery, but I'll try and show the compression. Now this is compression on the wing, and I'm doing probably about 3 kilos at least, and I'm doing it on the other wing too. Now the right wing is more stable, but the left wing doesn't feel like it has too much damage in it actually. So take a look at this. I'll send you some pictures too, and let's see how it goes.